Welcome to the Run Like a Champion app. This brief presentation is to give you a summary of what is contained in the application. When you open the app, you will be brought to a page where you choose your language. We're providing the same content in several languages. There are four basic elements in the app. First, we have created a robust security system that offers layers of protection for Christians living in difficult places. Second, discipleship is at the core of the app. We have created a system of discipleship that is built around small group interaction. Third, we provide strong biblical content through scripture reading and video and text devotions. And finally, we have created a system of accountability. Once you have chosen your language, you will be brought to a page where you must fill in a code. A person cannot enter the app on their own. It is created for small discipleship groups. You must have the code of the mentor or disciple maker who is inviting you into the app. This will tie you to your small group the entire 12 months of the discipleship process. If a person does not have a sponsor, they will only be able to go into a running app that gives principles of running. This provides a degree of security for language groups where there is persecution of Christians. Once you are in the app, you'll find that the devotions are at the heart of it. The primary goal for the app is to help followers of Jesus develop a time alone with God so that they can share their hearts with God and hear what is on His heart. There are two types of devotions: written devotions and video devotions. You will find three items in the devotions: a text or video devotion where I interview a guest, a Bible passage to read each day that speaks about that day's devotions, and three questions. The three questions are the same every day. First, how did God speak to your heart through the scripture reading? Second, how did God speak to your heart through the devotion? And third, please write out your scripture memory for the week. There is a scripture every week that you must memorize. There are video devotions on day 1 and 7, and text devotions on days 2 through 6 each week. I interview a key Christian leader in each of those 4 levels of the app. Each level goes for 13 weeks. I interview Dave Butts, chairman of the U.S. National Prayer Committee, in level 1. These interviews are about prayer. I interview Wayne Jenkins, director of evangelism for the Louisiana Baptist Convention, about personal evangelism in level 2. I interview Pastor Corey Webb, whom I've spent time mentoring, about discipleship in level 3. My wife Tex and I interview our son and daughter-in-law, Dave and Kelly Tippit, about family life in level 4. This application contains strong content, but it also provides unique educational resources within the devotion area if you want to use them. You will notice at the top of this slide there is a drop-down menu with icons that is shown up in the text devotion area. These are educational resources that the application provides. The first on the top left side is a search icon. If you tap it, you can ask a question about the devotion, and an immediate search will be made of the application and bring you an answer. If there is no answer found, your question will be sent to your mentor. Or if you're not satisfied with the answer, you can send it to the mentor. Your mentor can choose to answer it or send it on to his or her mentor. The next icon is the notepad. You can keep notes about what you have read or heard in the devotions. The notes will remain in that day's devotion area. The third icon is the resources. When you tap it, you'll be brought into a library that contains books, videos, and Bible commentaries. These are inspirational and educational for your use when you would like to spend more extended time in that area. The fourth icon is a Bible icon. You can search the scriptures beyond what you're reading in your devotional time if you like. The fifth icon looks like prayer hands. When you tap it, you have the ability to share prayer requests on that day with those in your group. The sixth icon is a chat icon. You can chat about that day's devotion with others in your group. There is also a share button in the questions. If God has spoken to your heart and you would like to share with your group, you can click the share button and it will go immediately to those in your group. The next slide shows the landing or home page. There are several ways in which you can connect with those in your group or with your mentor. You will see a prayer room on the prayer request on the bottom left side. This will bring you into an area where the group can keep a record of how they are praying for one another. You will notice that there are 3 bars. The first bar shows you what you are asking your group to pray for. When you tap the second bar, you will be able to see a reminder of what you have agreed to pray for others in your group. When you tap the third bar, it will show you new prayer requests that have been sent to you by others in the group. If we go back to the home page, we can see a mentor button. The mentor or disciple maker plays an important role in the system that we have created. Every person will be asked by the time they reach level 2 of the app to sponsor or mentor at least 3 people. The mentor button will not show up until they have established a group. The mentor is able to check on the progress of those they are discipling. The mentor can see the percentage of the day's devotions that they have gone through. The mentor can also see if the disciples are answering the 3 questions on each day. If we go back to the home page, we can see a discussion button. This button allows the mentor or disciple maker to create a discussion with his or her students. The mentors can use this as a place to encourage their students or create discussions on topics about any area of Christian living. You can see that I have created a couple of discussions on leadership. There are a few other items in the app, but this should give you an overview of the disciple-making process. The app enables you to disciple people no matter where they are located. They can be in your community or in another country. You can meet daily or weekly with those you are helping to develop a time alone with God. We do not allow people to just browse the app because we've created a system of discipleship. But if you would like to see what kind of content can be found in the app, you can visit rlctheapp.com. You will find the content for the daily devotions there. We are providing this tool without financial charge. However, we are asking for a 3-fold commitment of anyone who wants to use the app to disciple people. First, a commitment to going through the daily devotions and answering the 3 questions, which include a scripture memory for the week. Second, a willingness to begin discipling at least 3 persons by the time you reach level 2. And third, connect with your mentor and disciples at least once per week in the discussion area. Our desire is to provide a tool that will enable you to do what Jesus said, make disciples of all the nations.